guys, welcome to our second virtual pop-up shop. Thank you all for being here tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Tonight is going to be a little bit different than how I did last week, where I covered all of my hats and gave you guys the opportunity to ask a lot of questions. I'm going to just focus on one hat going forward. So one hat every week. That way it gives you guys the opportunity to really get to know the hats and how to style them. So tonight I'm going to focus on the Phoebe hat and how to style the Phoebe hat with women's clothing. And then next week we're going to focus on our men. So we're going to pick a particular hat next week and showcase how to style it with men's clothing. So more to come on that. But yes, tonight we're going to focus on the Phoebe hat. But before I jump in, I just want to remind everyone, please ask a lot of questions. I'm going to stop all along the way to give you guys the chance to ask anything. And then I just wanted to make one announcement. You guys may have seen on my social media that I'm offering gift cards now, which I'm really excited about. And the reason why I'm offering gift cards is because I know this is a really challenging time for all of us. And a lot of us know people who have upcoming birthdays, and we can't really do that much fun things for our birthday, or we have an anniversary coming up, or our husband's birthdays come, whatever it may be. It's just kind of a challenging time, and we don't really get to get out as much. So for every gift card purchase, I'm also offering a private styling session with me. So if you have a friend that you think would really like one of the hats and also kind of learn a little bit more on how to style it, I think it's a great opportunity. So check out my website. You can find the gift cards on my website. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the Phoebe and the different colors that it comes in. So I'm wearing the Phoebe. It comes in 5 different colors. It's my #1 best-selling style, like I said last week, both for men and women. It comes in this awesome gold color, which you guys can see. It also comes in this bluestone grayish color here. It's like a bluish gray. It also comes in a Panama straw. And of course, we can't forget about black as well. Cannot not have a black hat. It also comes in this beautiful chestnut brown color. And then this burnt orange too, which I love the burnt orange. Okay, so before we talk about the different outfits that I want to show you guys tonight and how to style it, just a couple of things about this hat in particular. So the hat is actually made of 100% wool. So it is wool felt. The wool is sourced from Texas, which I think is really cool for all of those Texas folks. And it's packable and crushable. So it's great when you're traveling because you can pack it up, put it in your suitcase. When you get where you're going, you just, put it right back out and it keeps its shape, which is awesome. It's also water repellent. I think I forgot to mention that. It's water repellent. So when it rains, the water will actually bead up and you can almost just shake it off, which is great. Okay, so what I love about the Phoebe hat is it's super versatile. So it can be dressed up or it can be dressed down. And I hear all the time when people see any of my hats or the Phoebe hat in particular, and they're like, what am I going to wear this hat with? And the majority of the time they can wear it with what they're wearing. And I always say that. I'm like, you can wear it with what you're wearing because it's a super versatile hat. I think it's just being comfortable in the hat. So I want to start out with showing this particular outfit. This is a little bit more of a dressed up look. Obviously, you guys can see it's a really cute baby doll floral dress with this almost like a suede pink jacket. I always think hats look great with layering. So anytime you can layer, I think throw a hat on and it looks great. I also think this outfit would look great with some knee-high boots, some black knee-high boots. So more of a dressed up look. This is great for a night out with your girls, maybe for a dinner once all of this crazy stuff ends. So yeah, this is more of a dressed up look. Any questions so far? No questions so far. Okay, great. All right, second, I want to show this casual look. I think sometimes people can feel intimidated by hats. And there's this like, maybe misconception that hats you have to be dressed up. And that's not necessarily the case. So you guys can see here, this is a super casual outfit. Jeans, a jean jacket, an edgy t-shirt, and a fun belt. I love this outfit. I think, throw it on when you're going to the airport or when you're going for a walk or you're just going shopping over the weekend. It's super great. And also too, not even thinking about it that much, like take the jacket off, maybe even just put shorts on with a t-shirt and this hat still looks really good. Which is awesome. And then I am wearing something a little in between. So it's still kind of casual, but it's a little dressed up too, which is great. And as I said earlier, this is the gold color. And then this style is more of a bohemian flair, long dress, great for the summer, for spring. And it's, I think, a lot of times I hear people say, well, the hat's a little like Western, and it definitely has a Western crossover vibe, but it doesn't have to be. You can make it whatever you want it to be. So I think this dress is super cute, paired with a wide brim Phoebe hat. Can't go wrong. Pair it with some sandals too. Obviously I don't have sandals on. I just have my bare feet, but you know what I'm saying. So also a great outfit. The other thing I just want to call out is that all of the colors, although they are great colors, they're still neutral. So you can pair these colors with a lot of different outfits. Like obviously the gold looks great with what I'm wearing, but also this burnt orange would look great with what I'm wearing. And even this blue stone color, which I'll bring over, also will look great with what I'm wearing. And then you take off the chestnut color, throw the blue on, also great. Throw the burnt orange on, also great. So, I also hear a lot of times people say, well, I don't really wear that color that much. Or I don't know what colors I would pair it with. Actually, these colors work great for a lot of different outfits and a lot of different pairing of colors, which is really cool. I also just want to dress this style up a little bit. So like, let's say this is your day look, but you want to move it into night. Throw off the jean jacket and then put on this really fun, another layering piece, by the way. I love layering pieces. And then the black with some awesome high heel strappy black shoes. Totally changes the vibe of the outfit. The hat still looks great, but it makes it look a little more edgy and a little more night out. And it's the same hat, just different color. So that's the Phoebe hat.
Cool. We have a question.
Okay, yeah.
It's from David Cathy.
Okay.
They want to know if gold is a new color.
Ooh, so gold is not, well, it's a fairly new color to the line. I've had it for a couple months now, and it's a great color. It's great for spring, summer, but I think this hat would also look great for fall, winter. It's definitely more of a pop color. And it's kind of, I don't know if it's, if you can really tell the color in this video, but it's more of like a mustard yellow or a mustard gold.
That's a beautiful color. The band is new on that though, right?
Yes, the band is new. So typically, I've tried to evolve the Phoebe hat some because it is my #1 bestseller. While I do want to keep it in the line, I do want to update it from time to time. And so it used to have a leather band on it. Now it actually has more of a wool felt band, which matches the hat. And I did this because I really want to create that more clean look. Because I want it to be super versatile no matter what your style is. I think sometimes the leather can lend a little bit more Western, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I wanted to kind of evolve the line so that depending on where you live or what your style is, the band would be wool felt and a little more clean looking than the leather.
Cool.
Great question.
Would you wear the Phoebe with like a corporate outfit?
Ooh, so that's a great question. I think the Phoebe would look amazing with the suit. And if you can envision it, just a simple button up, solid color shirt with a really nice blazer and pencil cut pants. I think that would look awesome with the Phoebe. I think you'd have to be a little particular about the color that you choose. So I would go with more of the darker, so maybe obviously the black or the blue stone, wherever I put the blue stone. I think this would also be a great color. So more of the cooler colors I think would be great with the suit.
I have another question.
Yeah.
I have very little fashion knowledge, but I was told that the shoes should match your belt.
Ooh.
Does that is that true with hats too?
It's a good question. No. And I think fashion has been evolving over time. So a lot of these older, principles to fashion, I feel like have changed over time. So, you'll still hear people say, well, your belt has to be matching your shoes, but does it? I mean, it's all about what you feel comfortable in and what you look good in. So I don't think that you need to match your hat. I mean, I actually had on the brown hat on this particular outfit before, and it's a black belt. And, maybe some people would be particular with that, but for me, I thought this looked great.
Cool. David and Kathy have another question.
Okay.
The question is, what color do you recommend that goes with everything?
Oh, I think all of the colors go with everything. And I'm a little biased, I think. But I think it all depends on what's in your wardrobe, too. I love I love all the colors. Like the burnt orange is great. I mean, they're all neutral. They all are colors, but they're also all neutral. So they work with a lot of different things. But it all depends on what's in your wardrobe. What's in your wardrobe? What's your coloring too? A lot of people are like, well, that doesn't really go with my hair color. Some people who have reddish hair don't necessarily want to pair it with the burnt orange. But it's all about, again, what you feel comfortable in, what colors are in your wardrobe, and that kind of thing.
Cool.
We
have a lot of comments, no questions.
Okay, well, great.
Everyone says how much they love Jamie Slye.
That must mean that I'm doing a good job because nobody has any questions. But yes, for next week, if no one has any other questions, for next week, we are going to focus on the men in our lives. So we're going to pick a particular hat. We're going to style it with some men's outfits. And then if you guys have any feedback, like if you'd want to see these sessions a little bit differently, or if you want me to focus on something different, let me know. Totally open to feedback. I want to make this super fun for all of you. And yeah, you guys have a great night, and thanks for logging on.
I have a feedback.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to hire a real cameraman?
I mean, I would like to have a real cameraman, but I feel like we're doing pretty good. Hey, if anyone's tuned in and you are a cameraman, reach out to me because we could use some help.
Well, I have a few other questions.
Okay.
I know you said sign off, but given the similarities between Phoebe and the new hat that's coming out,
yes,
would you say all of the outfits, how would you
what's
ask
the differences between, how would I style it
styling wise, exactly?
Yeah, so I mentioned last week, so the Phoebe has an unfinished edge. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's not a seam on the edge of the brim. And so it makes it very just easy. It's just an easy wear. It makes it really versatile. It makes it a little more casual. Doesn't have to be just casual, obviously, like we talked about. But it's a little more free-spirited, I think, because it's like not tucked in tight, you know what I mean? Because it's got an unfinished edge, so it's a little more free-spirited. Whereas the new one, even though it's the exact same block, so it's made of the exact same block as the Phoebe, the edge is finished. So it makes it a little more refined and a little more sophisticated. So you may pair this particular hat, maybe you don't pair it with a lot of patterns, or maybe it's just more of a sophisticated, clean look because it's more refined with the finished edge. So it's a slight difference, but depending on your style, it could go a long way. Cool? Great?
Thank you, Jamie. See you next week.
Okay, sounds great. See you all next week. Thanks for tuning in, and let me know if you have any questions. Have a good night.